Hi, my dear students. Once again, welcome with Professor Javed, lecture series of grade 9, question 6 of exercise 9.3. So, these are regarding probability, important question. So, let's start this question. This question is also easy. Uh, a coin is tossed 10 times. Okay. So, this is, you should know that 6 plus 4, 10. Okay, so these are the total outcome, you can say that. Okay, complete the given table. Okay, relative frequency we have to tell. Okay, the first part is what is the expected frequency of getting head if it was tossed 520 times? What is the expected frequency of getting tail if it was tossed 305 times? Okay, so first of all, we have to see that the relative frequency. Okay, so this relative frequency. Okay, so total number of events are basically the coin was tossed for 10 times it givens. Okay, so in let's write the solution. Coin is tossed basically 10 times. Okay, like this. So then for we will solve for first for head. Okay, so let me write this for head, or otherwise let me change this and write with, okay, for head. Okay, then we will find for tail. So for head, so basically relative frequency we will write here, relative frequency, relative frequency for head, you can write like that, is equal to frequency of head, like this, frequency of head divided by total, what total, so think like that, total toss, or you can write total tosses. So that will be how much, frequency of head, you can see there 6, and total 6 plus 10 is given to us. Okay, so 6 by 10. So after simplifying to 3 times and to 5 times, so that will be 3 by 5. So I hope you understand. And then it was about for head. Then we will do for tails. Okay, or for tails. You can write here. Okay. Then the same thing you will write again, relative frequency. Okay, relative frequency, okay, for tail, like that. Okay, so we'll write here frequency for tail divide by total tosses. Okay, so frequency for tail is basically 4, or total tosses 10, like this. Okay, so after simplifying to 2 times and to 5 times, so you will get it 2 upon 5. So I think until here you understand. Okay, so this until here it's just like the previous. So nothing is new. If you know the formula, the only one formula that we are applying in all the questions. Okay, so let move toward the next part, the second part. What he's asking to us, uh, what is the expected, look, what is the expected frequency of getting head if it was tossed 520? So this is about head. Yes, so expected frequency, so I will write here expected frequency, let me write here, this is the first part, expected frequency of getting head, of getting head if 520 time toss. Okay, 520 time toss. So simple. We have already find that. What we have find? Look, this about head. So for head we have 3 by 5 times 520. Okay, so let me solve with calculator. So it will be 312. So this the first answer. Okay, now let's move the second part. Okay, what about the second part? Expected frequency, expected frequency of tail. Okay, if for how much time tossed? 305. Okay, it's given in the question. Times uh, tossed like this. Okay, so that will be. So first of all, about tail, what the answer we got about tail is 2 by 5 times 300 and 2 by 5 times uh, 305. Okay, we will write here 305. Let me write. So after solving with calculator, uh, it will be 122. Okay, so I hope you understand this question. Okay, so let's move toward the next question. So this question is here. Complete the table given if a die is rolled 120 times. Okay, so this question is also easy. Okay, so these total are given that 120 times. Okay, frequency mean basically how much times. Okay, so is asking if it was rolled 6,000 times, how many times of a 6 is expected? Same like that. If it was rolled 3,000 times, how many times occurrence of 1 is expected? Okay. And the third is if it was rolled 400 times, how many times occurrence of 2 is expected? Okay. So first of all, we have to solve one by one. So die is rolled first of all basically we'll write the solution. Uh, die is or dice is rolled is equal to 120 times. Okay, so first of all we will solve for the number 1 because no name is given, so number 1. So write here for number 1. Okay, so like this for number 1 like this. Okay, so let's solve for number 1. So favorable outcome is 15. Okay, and the total is 120. So you will write here 15 probability. Let me write here probability of 1 like this. Okay, otherwise no, we will write here relative frequency because we have to find the relative frequency. Okay, okay, relative frequency. Okay, so relative frequency is equal to 15 is the favorable outcome and the total is 120. So after simplifying that will be okay 1 over 8. Okay, now we will move for the number 2. Okay, for number 2. So relative frequency of 2. relative frequency of 2. So for 2 is 25 and divide by 120. So after solving uh, 25 out of 20, so that will be 5 by 24. Okay, so now for number 3. For number 3. Okay, so for number 3 is there uh, relative frequency for 3. So relative frequency for 3 is there 15 divided by 120. So after solving 15 divided by 120 we solved already, so that will be 1 over 8. Okay, so this has done. Now move for number 4. Okay, for number 4. Okay, so for number 4, relative frequency for 4 equal, so 4 is here for 20. Okay, so 20, the frequency of 4 is 20, so relative frequency 20 divided by total 120. So after solving that will be 1 by 6. Okay, now move for number 5. Okay, so for number 5, relative frequency is equal for number 5, so 30 divided by 120. So for 30 divided by 120 will be 1 by 4. Okay, now let's move for number 6. For number 6. So for number 6 is relative frequency is equal to is again 15 by 120, and we already found that is 1 by 8. Okay, so I hope until here understand. So now move next toward okay, now okay, now the next part, what is given to us? So they are asking that if it was rolled 6,000 times, how many time occurrence of 6 expected? Okay, so where is 6? So this is 6. So for 6 is 1 by 8. So what we have to do? We just multiply 1 by 8. Okay, we will write the expected frequency of occurrence of 6. Okay, so let us solve here. You can say the first part. Okay, expected frequency for the occurrence of 6, occurrence of 6 if the die is rolled, if the die is rolled. Okay, so for how much time we have read already? So 6,000 times. Okay, okay, so now what we have already, so we got 1 over 8, so just multiply for 6,000 times. So by solving 6,000, putting calculator, we will get, okay, 750. Okay, so write like this. Okay, now move toward the second. So what is the second? Second is basically if it rolled 3,000 times, how many times occurrence of 1 expected? So look, 1 is again 15. Okay, so 1 is again 15, the same. So for 1 is 1 over 8. So we'll just multiply 1 over 8 for 3,000 times. Okay, so we will just write again expected frequency expected frequency for the occurrence of 1, okay, is given 1. If the die is rolled, okay, we will write if the die is rolled, if the okay, if the die is rolled, okay, sorry for interruption. Uh, if the die is rolled for how much time? As we read 3000 times. You can see from your book. Okay, so that will be uh, just we have to multiply 1 over 8 as we have this is the relative frequency. So just multiply by 3000 and we will get 375. Okay, so now the third part. So let's see the third part. If it was rolled 400 times, okay, how many occurrence of 2? So expected. So 2 is here 5 by 24, okay. So let's write here uh, number 3, okay. So let's start the third part, the expected frequency, okay, like this, for the occurrence. These lines you have to write in exams. Okay, so I'm writing for of 2 if the die is rolled for how much time? As we read 400 times. Okay, so as we know that the relative frequency of 2 is 5 by 24 as I already showed you. 5 by 24 times 400. Okay, so that will be 83. Okay, point something you can write 83. So I hope you understand this question. Okay, so let's move toward the next question. Question 8 is here. Okay, so this question, the last question of this exercise, important question also. So question 8 is here. There are 6 girls sections of class 9. Okay, in a public school, namely, okay, so these are Tail Orchid, Maeve, Hazel, okay, Zafri and Denham. Only one girl is to be, okay, look, there are 6 girls section of class 9. So basically, 6 girl section. What the thing? Only we have given 6, okay, and 6 girls section given of class 9, okay, nothing given. And at the end, they said to us, only one girl is to be chosen randomly for all the section, okay. So look, only one girl is to be chosen. So now, if the situation is like this, then okay, so we have to assume that first of all. Uh, we will write here solution. Let's assume each section has equal number of curl. Each section has equal number of girls. Okay, so find the probability of selecting a girl from Hazel section. Okay, so simple. So probability of you can say that probability of Hazel equal. So look, 1 over 6 because it's the only one section. Okay, find the probability of not selecting a girl from Hazel section. So what we will do? Okay, so it's a very simple, right, probability not Hazel section. Okay, So that will be 1 minus probability of Hazel. Okay. We already found, look, probability of Hazel 1 over 6. So by solving that will be 6 one time and minus 1 5 by 6. Okay. So I hope you understand. Now move the third part. So the third part is verify the answer of both part A and B add up to unity. So basically unity mean 1. Okay. Unity is an English word but so simple. Okay. So let's see both the answer. Probability of Hazel plus probability of not Hazel. So that will be 1 by 6 plus 5 by 6. So that will be, after taking LCM, you know 1 plus 5. So that will be 6 by 6. So that must be equal to 1. So it's easy. And then the D part is there. So this also, if 6 girls are to be selected, find the expected frequency of selected from orchid section. So 6 girls are to be selected. Since there are 6 sections, the probability, we know that right here, there are 6 sections. So if there are 6 sections, the the probability of the probability of selecting a girl from what is given to us orchid. Look, orchid section. So then probability of orchid. If 6 girls are to be selected, so orchid is 1 over 6. Okay, so like this, and then expected frequency, probability, then right, expected. First of all, we have to find the probability of orchid. Okay, now expected frequency is equal to probability of orchid, like this, multiply or times total number of girls, total number of girls to be selected, like this. Okay, so that will be that so the probability of orchid is 1 over 6. Okay, and total girls to be selected, that is 6. So that must be 1. Okay, so the next part of this question is, if 60 girls are to be chosen, what is the number of girls is expected to be chosen from tail? First of all, we have to find about the tail. Okay, so probability of tail. We know that it is only for 1. So that will be 1 over 6. Okay. So expected number is equal probability of tail times total number of girls to be selected, of girls to be selected. So then 1 by 6 times 60. Okay, so this is 1 by 6 times 60, so that will be 10. So I hope you understand this question. So this is all the exercise. In case of any problem, you can ask about anything, okay, regarding Any problem you can just ask in comment section. So until that time, take care. Allah Hafiz.